Since the dark Middle Ages, an eerie legend lingered through the harrowing alleys and frightful streets, one that parents used to scare their children into silence. They called him Sir Sever, a tall and lanky shadow figure who supposedly remained just beyond the edge of sight, waiting for the careless soul who dared to utter his name aloud. His face was said to be so unimaginably blank and empty, you couldn't look away. His hands, sharp and skeletal, were rumored to be capable of slicing through flesh with a single swipe. It was on a stormy night that the Darkmoor siblings, daring and reckless, decided to test the legend. Gathered in the dim glow of candlelight, they huddled in the attic, the rain pounding against the roof like the heartbeat of something alive. With a nervous laugh, the youngest, Gisela, spoke the name,
Sir Sever.
The word hung in the air, heavy and cold, as the wind howled louder, almost as if protesting against her foolishness. They waited, the silence thick with tension, but nothing happened. The siblings chuckled, their fear dissolving into relief. But that night, as they slept, the terror began. Gisela was the first to hear it, a faint scratching at her window, growing louder until it was a relentless clawing sound. She sat up, her heart pounding, and saw a shadow move across her wall, impossibly tall and thin. The figure's face staring with an unholy aura as it moved closer, its fingers elongating into razor-sharp blades. Gisela tried to scream, but her voice got stuck in her throat. The last thing she saw was the figure raising its hand before everything went black. By morning, the Darkmoor household was menacingly quiet, save for the slow drip of blood from the ceiling. The townsfolk found the children in their beds, their bodies sliced to ribbons, and no trace of the intruder. From that day on, the legend of Sir Sever was no longer just a story whispered in the dark. It became a warning etched into the town's very soul. Speak his name, and he will come.